Is it time to get bullish, or did you miss it yesterday? Yesterday was crazy. Are you too late to the party? Which crypto coins should you buy? How do you make money in this market right now? Watch this video, guys. I'm just going to jump right into it. Obviously, we had an incredible move from Bitcoin yesterday. I mean, look at that. If you are excited about a juicy green day for Bitcoin, please smash the like button for me because, man, it feels good to see that, doesn't it? Bitcoin just jumped out of nowhere. And so what do we expect next? If you haven't been in crypto for a while, this is what always happens, okay? So Bitcoin goes crazy. We have this move from Bitcoin. We go absolutely parabolic right here. Then Ethereum slowly follows. Do you see what happened yesterday? You see how this line is not as steep as this line? Bitcoin went crazy yesterday and Ethereum kind of lagged behind. If you go to the Ethereum Bitcoin chart, you can see that more clearly, right? We had a drop in the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, which means that Ethereum did not go up as much as Bitcoin. But now, as I'm filming this video right now, we're seeing a little bit of a response from Ethereum, which means Ethereum is catching up. So what always happens, guys, if you're new to crypto, is Bitcoin goes first, then Ethereum follows, right? Ethereum starts to rip. Then the altcoins, this is where you start to make crazy money, right? Altcoins start to go crazy. So Luna is the best example. Luna actually was outperforming Ethereum and everything else, and it's just gone parabolic. So let's just ignore Luna for now, because this is like the altcoin right now. But ones that I expect to play catch up here in the future, in the next few days, is FTM, right? FTM here could play some serious catch up on Bitcoin. If you go to the FTM BTC chart, I don't have it pulled up, that would be a lot easier to see. And then every other altcoin. We're talking about AVAX, we're talking about Solana, we're talking about stuff that has just been beat up over the past few months, right? Where we've just been down. These coins are going to hopefully play catch up. And so what do you need to know right now if you're trying to make money in this market? So this is how I'm trying to frame everything, okay? I think that we are in a trader's market, okay? I think that's pretty obvious, and we can kind of see that pretty easily if you just look at some charts from people like Trader SZ, Pentoshi. Those are probably the two best traders that I've seen, and my man Wayzilla, who is in our Discord here. He's in the strategy hall in Gen 5. If you are a part of our NFT project, 2+2 Genesis, Wayzilla is dropping some bombs in here. I mean, look at these charts. These charts are juicy and gorgeous, and he was calling this move yesterday like an absolute monster. And so if you're wanting to make money in this market, I mean, we got some smart people in the Discord. So if you're looking for, if you're interested in that, all you have to do, I'll just talk about that now since I'm on the subject. 2+2 Genesis, you just go to OpenSea, type in 2+2 Genesis, buy an NFT, and then you can jump in this Discord with all these smart people and chat about the market. It's so much fun because everything's happening so fast these days, okay? And then the show sponsor, BlockFi, blockfi.com/Kale. Obviously earn interest on your coins, guys, when you're not using them. It's very, very smart. You need to be earning interest on your coins. Sorry for that segue. It was just kind of on my mind there, but that's basically my strategy, right? Is I'm looking at this market right now and I'm thinking, okay, Bitcoin already went. Ethereum is about to play catch up. Now we need to be smart about which altcoins we're buying and when, and how do we know, should we buy, should we wait? Basically what I'm doing is I'm relying on people that are better traders than me, guys. I'm going to be very honest. Like, I'm not the best at drawing these squiggly lines. I've been very upfront with you guys about I'm not the best at drawing like moving averages and all of this stuff. What I am good at is the overall market and seeing like, hey, this is how Russia is going to affect this, or this is how this is going to affect that. And if you're interested in like the overall macro picture of like, what is happening in this market and what is actually moving the price, well, then you should go watch my video from yesterday because I broke down the biggest factors in this market, what to watch for. But as far as like trading this day to day and making money day to day, guys, I made like 20 grand yesterday on Luna. Like, I have it right here. Like, I literally bought some Luna at like $74. See, as you can see here, 74 bucks here. And then I sold it, and I sold it way too early. I sold it at like 83 bucks and I made like 20 grand. So that was nice. Like, that's great, but that's the kind of stuff I want to do every single day. So how can you do that every single day? So my first recommendations, obviously, would be to follow the right people. I would follow Trader SZ. He actually has a paid service as well. I DM'd him to see if I could show some of those charts, but I would definitely subscribe. It's like 79 bucks a month. I mean, this guy's amazing, and he's got some amazing charts that basically just break down the levels. Here, I'll just show you right now. Like, you want charts like this. You want to look at charts that show you what levels are the most important, because squiggly lines are nice, right? But really, we're just looking for support and resistance, right? Because I want to buy Luna here. I don't want to buy Luna. Can you guys see this? It's a little bit small. Look at my mouse. Look, I want to buy Luna right here, not right here. I want to buy Luna right here, not right here, right? I don't want to buy at resistance. I want to buy at support. And so that's basically my strategies. I'm using charts, really, really clean charts from guys like Trader SC, from guys like Pentoshi. Here's one that he just posted here about Bitcoin dominance. That's a really good chart, but that's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the one about Ethereum, like something like this, right? Where he shows the levels of where he thinks the price is going to move, where the supports and the resistances are, and then you just make a plan and you stick with it. So my current plan is literally just to play these levels. I can't show the actual chart because it's in THESE like private group here, but basically it's the same on Bitcoin and Ethereum, okay? So you see if Bitcoin were to drop down to like $40,000, that would be an amazing retest of support, right? We broke through resistance. Now we're going to retest support, and then we're going to buy a bunch of altcoins around $40,000. That would be fantastic. Instead of buying Bitcoin, right? Look, I'll show it to you right here. Okay. We broke through. I can draw the chart at least a couple times, right? Okay, look. So we broke through resistance. We had a huge resistance around $40,000 here, huge resistance here, and we had huge resistance at $42,000. I would say 42 is probably the level. So if we are able to get a retest, right? If we're able to get something like this, where Bitcoin comes down to $42,000, this is where I would think about buying some of those altcoins, right? Buying Luna, Solana, AVAX, some of the bigger altcoins that are going to catch up, like I said, with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So how am I deciding on those levels? It's very easy. I'm following people that are smarter than me. Trader SE, Pentoshi, Wayzilla, who is in our Discord channel. These people are mapping out their supports and resistance levels. And you're probably thinking, Kale, this is so weird. Like, you used to just talk about like, oh, buy this altcoin and yada, yada, yada. Well, that's because this is a trader's market right now, guys. We are in the middle of Bitcoin's most important period in the history of Bitcoin, guys. We are going to decide one thing and one thing only. Either this rally was just a trader's squeeze, like, you know, squeezing, blah, 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 all the resistances and averages, or this is actually the start of Bitcoin becoming freedom money. This is the part of it becoming the place where people run to when people start censoring their money in Ukraine and in Canada. This is like Bitcoin coming of age, right? This is like Bitcoin was at puberty stage, and now it's like, are you going to be a man, or are you just going to continue to be a boy, Bitcoin? Because this is it. So the jury's out on that right now. I'm not going to tell you guys that, Bitcoin is freedom money and it's going to take over the world, because, you know, it's been like 2 days since we've had this narrative, right? Like Ukraine and Russia has been like the headlines, okay? And I've been talking about this on the channel. Ukraine and Russia is the big thing, right? And now people are trying to get their money out of Russia, and maybe they're buying Bitcoin, maybe they're not. We don't know. Anyone who tells you that this is definitely the narrative, Bitcoin is definitely going to become freedom money, is just not being honest, right? Because it could obviously go the other way too, right? Like, let's say Russia starts using Bitcoin to get around US sanctions. Well, then that would be actually bearish. So I think it's too early to figure this out. I'm very, very hopeful that this is the start of a new narrative that could take us to 100K and beyond. But for now, before we know if this is the actual narrative, before we have, you know, concrete evidence that the Fed is going to keep printing money, before we, again, like I said yesterday on the video, like before we have a narrative, before we know who is actually buying this Bitcoin, because we don't even know who's buying this stuff right now. We have a narrative. We don't really have a narrative. We don't know who's buying. We don't know if the Fed is going to be at our back. We don't know what's going to happen with Russia, right? There's just too many unknowns right now. So it is a trader's market, guys. So basically, this whole channel has literally just been me trying to tell you guys what I'm doing, okay? So what I'm doing is trying to simplify it. Okay, so I know it's trader versus trader right now. I know it's not going to be simple. I know it's not going to be easy. So how can I simplify it for myself? Well, I just find simple charts like this, where I know that there's support, I know that there's resistance, and I buy at support and I sell at resistance. And I'm buying coins that I believe in. Luna, Solana, AVAX. These are coins that are just going to last the test of time, right? These are very, very solid projects. Okay, so that's what I've got as far as the basic strategy. The last thing that I want to say is that I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't like FOMO in here, guys. I don't think it's time to just like buy everything and just run for the I do think we're gonna get a retest. Like Bitcoin just came down to $44,000. Luna, while I was filming this video, guys, Luna just came down to $89, right? And so we're starting to already come down and retest some of these levels. And so if you get a discount, if we get down here to this 42K zone, that's when I'd really be loading up. I just think that we've had such a massive move here recently that it just makes sense for the market to cool down just a little bit, where you can get a better entry here, and then we can ride it up a little bit higher before we have that FOMC meeting in the middle of March. So that's just my update for today. That's what I'm thinking about, guys. If you want to, I hate to break it to you guys, but if you're making your trades based on YouTube, you're already behind the curve. Like like all day, every single day. I'm on Twitter. I'm in the Discord. I'm checking out Wayzilla's charts. I'm like, look at this. I mean, this is all from today, right? This is just everything is happening. If you go to the Gen Hall in our Discord, like let's just go to the Gen Hall. There's so much going on in our Discord. It's ridiculous. But if you go to the Gen Hall, I mean, look at this stuff. It's absolutely insane how much is going on a day-to-day basis. And so I would just encourage you guys to be a part of a community. I really would. Like, this is my community. This is what I believe in. All you have to do is buy an NFT. There's like 27, I think, below that are actually even listed on OpenSea right now. So once those are gone, the floor is going to go absolutely insane. And I'm just excited about the project, and I'm excited about being in a community where every day, like, I wake up and I'm pumped. Like I wake up and I'm like, this is what I get to do. This is what I get to do is talk about the markets and talk about all of this crazy stuff that our kids are going to be talking about. Our kids are going to be talking about how Russia invaded Ukraine and how that affected the narrative around the Federal Reserve and Bitcoin, and how Bitcoin emerged from the ashes like a phoenix and became this thing that like saved the world, I hope, right? And we're talking about this live. I mean, this is the time to be in a community, guys. I know you can sense the excitement in my voice. Man, I'm having fun in this market every single day in 2+2. And so, I don't know. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace.